And real estate, how did that come about? Oh my God, that place is so beautiful, what you made.
Thank you.
So first getting Hafiz contractor, right? Who did that? How did that work?
Well, two parts to it, actually. I made first buildings in Lokhandwala complex and other places which are where I made good buildings considering those times.
Yeah.
And I always looked out of the balcony and windows and I found everything was rubbish. Bad roads, bad street lights, bad stormwater drains, everything, no good water supply. And so I dreamt that I would make something where everything would be mine.
And aesthetically beautiful.
And aesthetically beautiful and create something which I would be happy with. So that's what we bought land called Powai. And then the rest is history. And now 35 years plus. So, and I'm happy that people love it.
But when you made that, at that time, real estate in Mumbai was associated with dons and mafia and people like that. And here's a gentleman who comes and he creates this. How did you break that mold?
My father. My father had less money than many of the patients that he had. They were the Birlas, the Mafatlas, all the champions of those days. But the prestige that he enjoyed, the love and affection and respect that he got from everybody, whether he was rich or a politician or anybody, was something to be seen, to be believed. They kind of respected him and loved him for his professional work, which was done empathetically. And when I did real estate and I saw all the gundas around me, my only regret was not the real estate. I liked the real estate idea as a business, giving homes to people. What I regretted is that you are a builder. डॉक्टर हिरानंदानी का बेटा बिल्डर बना है, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता? I mean, ये घटिया काम है, बेकार लोगों हैं, मराठी में डैम्बिस बोलते हैं. So all this was there. So my whole subconscious was that I must do that much work that I should get respect. Not as much as my father did, but my father should not look down upon me कि मेरा बेटा builder है. So he would look at me at least with some respect. And I think I worked towards it, created associations, we did that part of it. And fortunately, things changed and a lot of things have become more clean and better. And in those days, there was not a single reputed industrialist in real estate. No one.
True.
And today, there is no industrialist businessman in India who doesn't want to put money into real estate or do business of real estate, irrespective. So that change has taken place simply because the industry is cleaned up substantially. There are still bad folks, but there are bad folks in other industries also. In other businesses, politics.
It crushes dreams because owning a home is the biggest dream of anybody. Not just in India, in America also, right? Owning a home. So when that dream gets crushed because of bad players in the business, that's when it gets a bad name. The profession gets a bad name. But let's get back to your story. You made a startup much before startup was a term which was used. Now when you look back, did you really think that it would be so big?
No, not at all. I thought if I could make $1 billion rupees, I would be very, very, very happy. And in those days, that was difficult to make. And now, of course, it's quite different in terms of the volume of money that you make. But I think what actually makes me very happy is about when you meet people who have lived in your place. And they meet me after 10 years, 1 year, 5 years, 20 years. And they're so happy. And they come with me and show me and look at me with affection. And I wouldn't use the word respect, but at least that empathy and love is so strong that I think I feel satisfied that I think I've done my job well. Monetarily, one person can be this much, he can be this much, he can be this much, but at the end of life, you can't take it home upstairs.
Let me come back to the part which I began asking you about creating startups and building trust. suddenly, everybody wanted to make a startup and funding started coming in. And then there were bad players. And so even though the idea of a startup and Startup India, the entire thing is noble in intention, but the bad players have cast a shadow on that project. Do you have an opinion on this?
Two things, little background. India was always full of entrepreneurs, but they had a glass ceiling. छोटे लोग थे, वो धंधा अच्छा करते थे, 2 पैसा कमाते थे. रास्ते पर वो जो फेरी वाला है ना, वो भी एंटरप्रेन्योर है. So don't look down upon him. The problem is that from there to break a glass ceiling and be able to cross a certain threshold was never there in our annals of books and writings and thought process. We were never told that you can grow from a small shop entrepreneur to something great. That has changed today. And that is now in the mindset of our youth, in the mindset of our Prime Minister, and all the environment created in terms of funding availability, people who are willing to invest into such startups, all that has taken place today. So a young person who just graduates from IIT and IIM and any other educational institution now talks about the startup, believing that he will have an idea, he will get the money, and he will be successful. Whether he's successful or not is a second issue. Yeah. But the fact that that environment has been created. पहले यहाँ से यहाँ तक आप पहुँच गए, fantastic. You can't think beyond that. The very fact that our country has been able to break that glass ceiling, that we can now do it and a young person can be a startup and make great success in his life and story, is now ingrained in our thing. We have destroyed the yahan tak hi kar sakenge.
In your youth, you would have seen the license control Raj, which stifled entrepreneurship in this country. Then comes liberalization. And now at this stage, what do you think are the hurdles and how can India overcome that?
Let's look at my line. My view is that housing for all as an objective, we can achieve. There's no shortage of money in the country. We can eliminate all the slums in Mumbai. Mr. Devendra Fadnavis has said in 7 to 8 years, I can eliminate where half the population of Mumbai lives in Jhoppatis today. We are now we're doing 300 kilometers of metro. We had 190 kilometers of suburban rail for 65 years. We are going to add 300 plus kilometers of metro in 2 years. We have a cross harbour bridge. We are putting up a second airport, which is not open. We are already planning a third airport. We can do anything in order to make a super achievement in this country today, which was never dreamt of yesterday. We're talking about a $5 trillion economy. We will not only achieve it, we will exceed it. We will be the best in the world, and we have the innate capability of doing it, which was not there. The confidence not there, the leadership was not there, the thought was not there. And the problem was this thought. Today, every change that is taking place is leading us to know that we can do it and we have done it. And we can be the best in the world. Hurdles, problems? Of course we have. For instance, in my line, the ease of doing business at the state levels, whichever is there, has improved tremendously. But if we still improve the ease of doing business, we would solve the problem in half the time that we do today. That is the issue which is challenging now.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा.
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है.
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप.
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI. It does not lie.